I feel like that is central to building this sense of community, that they need to be interactive with each other in smaller group settings and in the larger group setting as well. We have many reluctant learners, and in that I mean those who have great thoughts and ideas and connections but don't often give voice to them in a larger group. So I try to balance my activities to offer those people a time to voice what it is that they have to say as well. So that might look something as simple as a think, pair, share. So we've done something in class, and then I say, okay, you try, get together with one other person and think through this next piece together. And then we would come back as a larger group, and I would ask for volunteers to just report out. How did it go? What did you notice? Again, back to that process idea. And then really solidify for the group that there are multiple ways to get to whatever that goal is. We also do a lot of jigsaw activities where we'll have a relatively large task that could be split into pieces. And again, building community, the idea that we all can contribute to the whole and that we all have something unique to offer to that whole. So we would take a reading perhaps and then divide that into 6 different sections, and groups of 4 would take one of those sections and then be ready to report back to the larger group as well. One other activity that I've done that's been very well received by students is in my REA class, so reading and thinking in the disciplines. One of the projects asks them to identify a challenge that they face in the academic setting and then go out and locate 3 different strategies based on source information that they use. How would they then strategize about that challenge? What could be done about that? And on the day that the project is due, I divide the class in half, and everyone creates a visual, just a 8.5 by 11 page that really visually explains what their challenge is so that people can see visually what that might be. One half of the class sits and has their visuals out ready to have collegial conversations. The other half of the class gets up and shops for ideas. So they use that visual as a sort of advertisement for, I'm going to be talking about time management and procrastination. And so they're able to then gauge that topic through the visual, but then also target who it is they might learn from in the class. So it's not learning from me, it's learning from each other. And that's very interactive and very well received. Students really appreciate the opportunity to have those professional conversations with each other. And that's what I say because they're also very worried about presenting in a large group. And so I say it's not presenting, you're just having conversations with each other and learning some new approaches and strategies to try. And then we flip. So those that have shopped would then become those who would offer their strategies, and the other half of the class would have the opportunity to go in here and be a part of a conversation as well. Those are the moments I love because I just sit back and I watch the scene unfold in my classroom and think, this is facilitation. This is being a part of the discussion, but just watching it and seeing that is so incredibly rewarding as an instructor.